Hey guys, Lauren here with Bizrok. In this week's video, I want to talk to you about the onboarding guide. So hopefully you've looked at or reviewed our hiring guide in the past, and then you've actually said, okay, now what? I've got this person, they've said yes, I sent them the offer, they were like, yes, I can't wait to be part of your practice. Now what do I do? So to make it really easy for all of our practices, we created something called the onboarding guide. Now guys, I love this reference because it takes so much headache and thinking processes out of everything, because there's checklists galore. I've got it in front of me. It's in a digital format. So if you don't have this or if you're not sure where to find this, send us an email and we can make sure that it's uploaded to our shared Google Drive, okay? So I'm going to kind of walk through a few different things. The onboarding guide. You want to make sure that your team member, your brand new hire, is set up for success. And so many times we are just excited that we finally have a yes, we've got a body to bring into our business, that the first day experience is totally flat. We have great intentions and we're like, no, we're going to give them the best first day ever. But then they're there. And then we introduce them to Huddle, and then we throw them at every possible issue that is happening in our practice. Or we'll say, hey, Susie, new hire, we're going to spend the day training you. And then we don't. We're like, hey, it's super busy. Do you mind just answering that phone really fast? I'm sure it's fine. Like, you got it. And they're like, I don't even know how to use your guys' software. And, what is your verbiage? What is your greeting? What am I supposed to say? And then we're like, hey, I'll be right back. And then it's lunchtime, and then we finally remember, oh gosh, we've got a new hire and I haven't spent any time training them. Sound familiar? Hopefully you're like, okay, yeah, I see the issue. We've done that a few times in the past. I don't want you guys to do that. The first day experience is the most important day for a new team member. In fact, Forbes did a study several years ago, and they looked at new hires and the longevity of a first day experience. So for those of you that are like, yeah, first day experience, I hear ya. I don't want you to skip this, guys. So in their study, they looked at the first day experience, and they said, if you truly provide an exceptional first day experience to your brand new team member, there is almost a 70% chance that same team member will be in your office 5 years later. Guys, why wouldn't you slow down and just say, okay, that first day experience truly is exceptional. It needs to be exceptional, right? Our team deserves it. They deserve a great first experience, a first day experience with us in order to be set up for success. We spend so much time, energy, resources, and finance to hire the right people, and then we feed them to the wolves on their very first day. So hopefully you're like, okay, I get it now, Lauren. I will give them a first day experience, but what am I supposed to do? Well, guys, that's why the onboarding guide is so important, okay? So with your onboarding guide, we have a guide and some, kind of parameters for what the exceptional experience should look like. Do we have practice swag for them? Is there a practice uniform? Do we have a name tag already ready for them on their very first day? What about technology? Does our team member need logins? Do they need an email address? Do they need a computer? What do they need to have access to? Oftentimes we wait until somebody's very first day before we start thinking through these things. But guys, the reality is you should be doing that ahead of time. When somebody says yes, they want to be part of your practice, that's when we should get to work. That's when we should start creating that exceptional experience. Now, hopefully you heard me mention uniforms or attire. I know for some of you, and docs, usually it's you that I have the conversation with, because you'll reach out to me and you'll say, well, Lauren, we do uniforms, but we give our team uniforms after they've been with us for 90 days, because we want to make sure that they're actually still here. Well, let me push back on you for a second. Do you think that truly tells somebody that you are committed to them and that you're bought into them being part of your practice? Or do you think that makes them feel less than? Guys, I know that's a really tough question, and I know you're like, gosh, that's a big investment. But what I'm here to tell you is it's a bigger investment to not give them that wow experience. Your team members deserve it. Team members these days, they have options. They have other practices down the street that they can go and work for. What makes your practice so unique and different? It's how you treat them. Even my top candidates, whenever I'm going through the interview process with them, if I'm like, gosh, I really am blown away by this candidate, I want them to be part of our organization, I give them a welcome gift. I'll give them some Bizrok swag or a Bizrok journal and pen. If they're a mom, if they're a dad, if they have kids, I'll include things for their children. Why? Because I want them to choose us. Guys, see, one of our core values is to assume the best. Well, by assuming the best, I assume they're going to say yes. I assume that team members are going to be part of our organization who want to be here long term. My job is to create opportunities for them to continue to grow within our organization. But I want their first day experience to be so profound and exceptional that they're telling their spouse and their friends, I've never been treated by another organization like this. Well, guys, you can do that too. You can treat them with kindness. You can make them feel like day one, they are already part of our team. You want to make sure that their first day is like, what did I just sign up for? I've never been treated so kindly in my life. That is the type of team member who will stay with you and be loyal as long as you continue to provide them opportunities, okay? So if you're looking through your guide, you're like, all right, I've got the first day experience, Lauren, you sold me on it. Like I'm good. I will make sure there's swag. I'll make sure that, there's scrubs. If there's, office scrubs that we all wear, like I'm good there. But now what do I do? Well, if you're going through this guide, there's the first day experience, there's a technology checklist, there's also a new hire checklist. And we've tried to include most anything you could possibly need to make sure that first day is set up for success. So go reference that onboarding guide. If you need help, if you need guidance on implementing that, reach out to us. But we also try to make it super, super easy for you to literally print out this checklist and check mark each item so that you can have that exceptional experience in your office. So as always, guys, we love what we do. If you need help, if you're like, I want to implement this, but how or who should own this, reach out to us. Ask our team to help you and guide you. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you and serving you soon.